Hello, my name is Sifu Paul Hawkes. I'm the Chief Instructor of the Kung Fu Schools. I'm working with the Confucius Institute. We're supplying a resource for yourselves to use throughout the classroom that will be a sample session of a Kung Fu class. It's a tremendous opportunity to reinforce characteristics and qualities like focus, self-discipline, determination, perseverance. Today you'll see us focus in on focus, and we reinforce that with the children and bring them back that that's the focus point and the theme for this particular session. However, you could replace that with whatever you liked. The goal is to supply a resource for yourselves that's very simple and easy to use, that's quick to implement and takes very little training on your behalf. We understand that you're not Kung Fu instructors like ourselves, so therefore we've kept the techniques very simple and easy to duplicate. It's also very appealing to children across the board, so they perhaps are a confident or not so confident child. They like sport, they don't like sport. Because it's very engaging with the children and they can relate to it. You know, there's so much for Kung Fu and martial arts on the TV, cinema, cartoons, that they've all got a little bit of an idea. And so we feed off that a little bit and make the most of that to bring them in and give them a little understanding perhaps of martial arts and Kung Fu, but really that it reinforces, you know, great morals, very good sort of character. We deliver this exact class throughout loads of schools in the area and throughout London. And it's always received brilliantly. The teachers love it and the children love it. So therefore, it seemed ideal to present it for yourselves. The class will start with a pre-frame, an introduction, and we'll go through a variety of questions and how we engage with the children. We'll then move on to a warm-up, a very easy to follow warm-up, but again easily replaced by any material that you would like to add or change. Then some simple martial art techniques. Again, depending on your time, you may want to use one, two, or all of them. We'll then go through to some different ways of training that, either in lines with a partner, so disguised repetition. Again, it's another way that children enjoy training. However, of course, as importantly, they're reinforcing the material. Again, because we break it down step by step, they can see clearly what they're supposed to do, and of course that's what helps. You know, confidence is being able to do something, and the children can see very quickly they're able to perform a few of the Kung Fu movements. This is a resource to use as a step-by-step guide. You can take parts out or replace parts with your own material. However, we strongly recommend following the actual structure of starting with a pre-frame, going to the warm-up, following with a technique, and then closing with a very strong close. Sometimes time is going against you or has been against ourselves, and we skip something like the pre-frame, and boy do we suffer. So the pre-frame is essential, as are all the other stages. Then what you do within the actual material, you can shuffle around a little bit. However, actually having that structure is what makes it a very successful class. Please email or contact ourselves or the Confucius Institute if you'd like any more details or any more follow-ups. As I say, this is just a skeleton. We often put in a lot more questions to the pre-framing and engage with them with regards to the geography, the culture, the language. Again, there's so much there you can do with the children to pull them in or anywhere between the class. I'm sure you'll enjoy this introductory lesson, and I look forward to seeing you in the further development of the course.